Welcome to part 2 of the How to Apply instructional video. Once you are ready to apply, click on the Applications tab on the left side of your screen. International applicants have the option to apply directly to Carleton using the International Undergraduate Application. Please answer these questions to determine if this is the correct application for you. Select your first choice degree program from the drop-down menu. If you don't see your choice in the drop-down menu, you can search using keywords. If your degree program has different areas of study, they will now appear. For example, if you selected engineering, you will see the different majors, and you will be able to select your major. Click on the program you want to apply for. Here, you'll see the available terms to begin your program, and then you can select your preferred term. Most of Carleton's degrees start in what we call the fall term, which means entering in September. Select your term and click Apply. Now we're in the application. Take a moment to read through the instructions, and please note that it is not necessary to apply both through Carleton 360 and through the OUAC. Please choose just one of these applications. To be able to complete your application, you'll need the following: Acrobat to upload any documents as PDFs, information about your studies, including dates and institution names, ESL test scores, your passport, and a credit card to pay your application fee. There is an icon guide here explaining what the icons mean. As you go through the different sections of the application, the icon beside each section will indicate your progress with a green check mark. Everything should have a green check mark before you apply. You can only submit one application per term with 2 program choices. Carleton will only provide one offer of admission at a time. Your first application should be for your first choice of program. Your second choice will also be assessed, and we will let you know if you would be eligible. The button Save and Continue will keep going in the application. If you're not ready to continue with the application, you can save it and come back to it at any time. If you want to go back and adjust any information, you can click the blue button that says Back to Getting Started. Now we're moving on to your program details. If co-op is available for this program, you will have the option to add it to your application here. You may also enter your second choice of program. If you're unsure about selecting a minor at this time, you will have the opportunity after you accept your offer or during your degree program. You'll notice that the information you use to set up your 360 account appears here. If this information does not match your passport, you may edit your information now. Double check your passport. It's important that the information you provide here matches the information on your passport. This information is used for the Carleton issued visa letter you will need to apply for your study permit. The former last name/family name field is to be used if you had a different last name in the past. Select the country where you were born, your citizenship status, and the country where you live. Make sure to read the language disclaimer. This will help determine whether or not you need to submit an English as a second language test score. Add your contact details here. This is the email address we'll use to contact you. All emailed inquiries about your application must be sent from this email address. Please use an email address that you check regularly. Are you using an agent? If yes, you can select the name of your agent from the list. If your agent is not listed, please select Unlisted, and you can add the agency's full name here. This section covers your academic history. If your school is not listed, select Unlisted and you can manually type it in. Be sure to use the official or full name of your school, not just abbreviations. If you have attended more than one high school, please enter information about your most recent high school. If you have done any post-secondary studies, for example, college or university, either part-time or full-time, you must include it here on your application. You are required to disclose all post-secondary studies. If you had a gap or break in your studies, you'll be asked to provide a brief description of your activities, such as volunteering, traveling, or working. Now we want to know where you heard about Carleton University. Please select one of the items on this list. It's important that you review this information and agree that you've understood it, and declare that all the information you provided is true before you submit your application. To make changes before you submit your application, please select Back to Getting Started, which will bring you back to the application dashboard. So if you would like to make any changes before you submit, please select the blue button. There you will see the application in progress. This means it has not been submitted yet. One of the things you cannot change at this point is your program. If you have changed your mind, you could start a new application and select a new program. We have completed all the pages, so we're going to click Submit and Pay. This is the final step to submitting your application. Enter the name that appears on your credit card number, expiry date, and security code. To submit the payment, click on the button Pay with your credit card. We strongly advise that you print the receipt page or save a copy as proof of payment. Your application is now complete. Make sure you've printed or saved the page and then click Continue. This page confirms that you have applied and tells you what to expect next. You will receive an automated email acknowledging that you have applied. This email will include details explaining how to check the status of your application via Carleton 360. If you don't receive this email, check your junk mail folder or contact us. Within 2 days, you will be able to check the status of your application and upload documents. Once your application status is complete and ready for review, you can receive an admissions decision within approximately 4 to 6 weeks. You will be able to access your application on Carleton 360 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and you are encouraged to check the status of your application on a regular basis just in case we request further documents from you or make a decision. So, once you have submitted an application, you will be sent your My Carleton 1 or MC1 username and password via email. When you sign in to check the status of your application, you will sign in using your MC1 credentials.